Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support to my channel. God bless you all. So in today's video I'll be showing you how I make this tilapia and yam and plantain pepper soup. So if you want to see how I make it, please watch the video to the end to find out. Those of you that keep coming back, thank you so much. And if you are new to my channel, you like what you see, please do not forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell. So let me show you guys the ingredients I use. So guys, this is my fish and this is tilapia. You guys would have noticed now that I cook this fish a lot because it's our favorite. That's why I use it for stew, for soup, for pepper soup, anything at all. And it's called tilapia because sometimes some of you always send me comment that what's the name of the fish. So it's tilapia. So this tilapia, I've already washed it behind the camera and I'm the one that slices it myself to the shape I want. So yeah, I've already washed it and I've seasoned it with salt. So yeah, that's the fish I'll be using. And I have plantain. I have 2 plantain. As you guys can see, it's half ripe. It's always best to use half ripe, not too ripe and not too, not unripe. You can also use the unripe one and you can also use the ripe one, but I prefer to use the unripe one. Is the best. So I'll be needing 2. I also have yam. This is half yam. Just cut it to make sure it's okay. So I'll be needing this yam. I will also be using a scotch bonnet, garlic, ginger, and mint. This is mint leaf, the scent leaf. And I have 1 scotch bonnet, 1 bell pepper and 1 sweet red long pepper. You can just use just this or just this, but I like mixing it. I have aromat to taste for salt. I also have Maggi crayfish. So now, if you are living in a country that you like pepper soup and you can't find the pepper soup spice, this is the best other way to make your pepper soup. Now, the country I live in UK and I can find pepper soup spice, the grounded one. But anytime I buy it and I use it, it's always bitter. My pepper soup is always bitter, so I can't be bothered anymore. So I normally use just garlic, ginger, everything I'm showing you. That is how I normally make my pepper soup, and my family and I really enjoy it. So I would like to share with you guys. Some of you might have seen this recipe a few times during my daily vlogs because I make it a lot, especially when the weather is cold, and today is very cold in England. So I'm making this, and yeah, for hobby, you'll be happy. It's one of his favorites. Okay, yeah. So guys, I also have lead. This is lead. If you haven't used it before, it's okay. You can use onions, and as you guys can see, I didn't add onions to it because I'll be using lead. This have a very strong flavor of onions and very nice and delicious flavor in your cooking. So I prefer to use lead. You can use lead or you can use just onions. If you want to use onions, you blend with the peppers, okay? But if you are using lead, don't blend it with the pepper. I'll show you guys how I'm going to be using it, okay? So yeah, now let's start cooking. So I've already washed the pepper and it's in the blender with the garlic, the onions, the bell pepper, scotch bonnet, and the sweet red long pepper. So I've had water. I'm going to go and blend. So guys, after blending my pepper, I'm going to sift it, and this is optional. You don't have to sift. Sorry about my sifter. So you don't have to sift it, it's optional. But the difference is, because some of you might be asking what's the difference between sifting and not sifting. If you don't sift it, your soup will be very thick, as if it's stew, all this will be there. So I prefer to sift it. And when I sift it like this, I don't waste this. I normally put it in the nylon and keep in the freezer. Fry egg, or if I want to make any fry sauce, I normally use it, okay? So it's not going to be waste. So I'm going to add a bit more of water. You can also use it for beans. If you want to make bean sauce, you can use it for so many things. So now I'm going to put this on the cooker. So I'm going to start with the lid. So what I usually do, I take out the cover. I think so I'm going to cut here. I'm going to take this off, and I'll go and rinse it. After rinsing, I'm going to cut it. You can cut it to any shape of your choice. So I'm going to leave this aside. So this is my plantain. I've already washed it behind the camera as well. So I'm going to be cutting it. So I'm going to cut it. You can also cut your plantain to any shape of your choice. So I'm going to put it in a container. So this water is for my yam. Look at the yam. It's not 100% good. Need to pour that inside the water. This is not the shape I want to cut the yam, but because if you can see the middle, you know, so you just have to. So because some of the yam is wasted, I also have a backup yam. Can you guys see? So I'm going to be taking some. Look at the yam they are selling these days, guys. And it's expensive, you know. All this yam, they are expensive. So I'm just gonna take maybe 2 slices should be okay. What do you guys think? Let me take that. So if you have yam in the house that is a long time that you've added, make sure you have another yam. You buy another yam just in case. You know, in case if that's what you hope your family will be eating that night and you wanted to make it and it's gone off, that is a disaster. So make sure I have extra. Normally you can store your yam in the freezer, you know, to prevent all this, but I don't like storing my yam in the freezer. When I put my yam in the freezer, when I bring it out to cook, it doesn't taste the same for me, you know. So I stop putting my yam in the freezer. So this is it. I'm going to go and wash it nicely, and I'll be back once I finish washing it. So guys, I finished rinsing. As you guys can see, I left it inside water, because if I don't leave it, sometimes when you cut your yam and if you don't leave it inside water, it gets black or red, you know. So that's why I leave it inside water. So let's go and check on our pepper sauce. I don't know what to call it. So I'm going to be checking. I'll be adding my Maggi. The lighting is acting a bit funny. Yeah, I'll be adding my Maggi crayfish. I'm going to taste. Very sweet. Oh my day, sorry guys, I thought I was playing the camera when I was adding the fish. I just noticed I wasn't playing it. So I just add the fish. I add the crayfish Maggi to the sauce, and I mix it. I taste it. It's nice taste, but it's missing out of salt. But because I've seasoned my fish with salt earlier, as I said, I won't be adding any like salt or aromat till I taste it and make sure that it needed. So I'm going to close this to cook for about 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, then I'll be back. Okay guys, so this is about 1.5 minutes later. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the yam, because yam gets salt quickly, you know. So that's why I add the fish first. So now the yam is going to be on the top. Followed by the plantain. Can you guys see? I'm going to add a bit of aromat so everything can cook properly. And because it's fish, we don't want to use spoon to mix it. We don't want the fish to break. So I'm going to just turn it like this. I'm gonna mix it like this. Can you guys see? You can do like this. You can do like this. Can you see? And just use it to cover. Use the sauce to cover the top of the yam and the plantain. That's it. That's it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use foil, because I want the steam to cook the plantain and the yam. So the best way to do it, to use foil before the cover, so that once it's steaming, the top will be cooking as well. And lower the gas. So we'll be back.
Oh, never